Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. And today we're at Carlisle, Pennsylvania at the Ford Nationals. And with that, I found Phil. Phil, what's your last name?
Phil Scalise.
Phil Scalise. And Phil has a great car. This is a car where when you bought it, you knew it was special.
Mm-hmm.
And
brand
when
new.
did you buy this car?
1993, brand new.
What do we have?
A 1993 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra.
And these cars, you knew they were special at the time, and the fact that you've kept it this clean is just absolutely wonderful. So the Fox body.
Yes, sir.
The last year of the Fox body.
The last and the best.
So let's take a look at your car, and I'll ask you some questions. Come right alongside me, and we'll
Okay.
speak into the microphone up there.
All right.
And so one of the ways that you could tell it was a Cobra right off the bat was the venting with the little horse grill.
Right.
There's usually that area
was filled in and just had a Ford emblem there on it.
Right. The GTs did not have that. So when you would see this car, if you were a Mustang person, you had some knowledge right off the bat that it was a little bit different
Absolutely.
and special. They also came with the turbine wheels.
Yeah, the directional wheels. Yep, that was a Cobra thing. 4-wheel disc brakes, which was just Cobra only.
I'm going to have you move right back here just so I can get a little of that car. There you go. And I'm going to get right there. So we'll let people take that in, which looks great. Let's get a close-up on those wheels and rims, the turbine rims. And you've got the factory sunroof. Now that was an option, correct?
It was. This car has every option except for the CD player and the block heater, I believe.
Okay. And clearly when you're in the back of it, the giveaway was that unique rear spoiler that we're seeing.
I like those a lot better than the GT of the day.
Yeah, usually they were just two tips and they didn't have these two prongs here in the center. Let's take a look. Obviously we've got the Cobra emblem, and the Ford emblem was normal even on the GT.
Yep.
Little different taillights
Taillights
too.
are different, 84, 86 SVO taillights.
And then we've got the special vehicle team, as you can see it there, with the Mustang there. And this is the original sticker, isn't it?
It is a copy of the original sticker,
okay.
but yes, it is the original for all intents and purposes. It's the original, and they sent you one of those wonderful certificates when you bought the car with your name and the VIN number.
Just like that. That's cool, right?
It is.
Yeah, it's nice when you get that. And this in here is the cover for the sunroof.
Bag for the sunroof
right,
when you wanted to take it right out.
The fold down rear seats. Let's take a look at the interior, shall we? We can close that. Thank you. Yeah, wonderful. The vinyl feel where you put your arm right up on that right there. Let me just show this as well. We'll show the seats. Are they leather?
What Ford called leather of the day.
Ford called leather. Because, I mean, they've held up well, yes?
It has, over 25 years, yeah.
My
it has.
goodness. And the fatter steering wheel is for the airbag.
Airbag, yeah. Apparently they only wanted to protect the driver, so there was only a driver's side airbag in '93. The guy making the payments.
Oh, the important person.
Right? See?
Our toggle switch lights.
Headlights and fog light there, hazards, and rear defrost on the other.
You still have never pulled the radio piece.
Well, I won't lie to you that I had to buy a new radio. I found one and it had the sticker on
all
it,
right.
so I kept it there.
All right, that's okay. I was like,
I won't give you,
wow.
I'm not gonna make a lie there.
That's okay. Confession received and nicely done. Now, interestingly too, since you had the moonroof, I think they called it a moonroof. I don't know, maybe a sunroof, but you've got the piece there. Let me just show them what that looks like on the top, just like that. And that completely comes off and fits in the bag.
Yeah.
Which I always found that comfortably enjoyable. Let's take a look under the hood, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
The all-important Cobra badge right on your fender.
And the tidbit there for those, they use the same one on both sides, so they're not facing the same direction.
Is that right?
Yeah, in '94 they changed it. They're both facing the same direction. On this car, they're not.
Interesting piece of trivia.
Yeah, a little bit of trivia for you right there.
So we got all of the right tags. And boy, they had a lot of them under here.
Yeah, they did.
What is this?
Airbag sensor.
Airbag sensor.
And if you get right here is like the build date. It's getting rubbed out. It's 5/25, so it's just over 25 years old.
Wow. We got all the right pieces. Now we've obviously added some headers,
I added some headers and the aftermarket valve covers. I just thought,
which were cool.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not like I kept everything, so it's not like you throw it out.
You were sharing with me, what was the rated horsepower on this one?
235 from the factory.
Which was big.
For the day, yes.
Yeah,
and
that was pretty
this was
big
an
at that
expensive car for a Mustang at the time.
One thing too is on the, you can see how they have that little silhouetted horse in there. That's great. Let's give it a fire up, shall we, Phil? And we'll listen to it at idle and we'll give it a rev. Did the headers help quite a bit?
I don't know. I think it just looks a little cleaner.
All right. Man, that is running super smooth. How many miles do you have on this?
7,320.
27.
320.
Then you never drive it.
Well, not never, but
Not
you
too
know,
often.
on occasion.
On occasion.
It gets rained on once a year when I come down here.
Let's, I'm just noticing too the trunk light there. Can I shut the trunk?
Sure.
So I can listen to the exhaust? Go ahead, give me a rev. You can definitely tell with the headers that it's got a little of that extra sound.
Yeah, it is a tick, but it's quiet.
Yeah, it's really
I never changed any
manageable.
exhaust.
Really manageable. Come on out for a second. Let's shut it down. Okay, so let me have you just stand right here. I'm going to wrap up the interview with you. But a couple of quick questions. Why this? You know, you bought it since new. What made you purchase this one?
At the time, I was looking for a car, and somebody in our club bought one, and I said, I really like that, and there were a few available in the area, and I found this one, and I bought it.
And what's the reaction? Because I'm guessing, correct me if I'm wrong, the first couple of years, not many people probably paid attention.
No.
Now, what's happened? When did that change?
I'll tell you, these are cars that have retained their value above most Fox bodies. So these, I don't know what changed because they're rare and a lot of them got hacked up and modded up, so.
But what's the people's reaction when they see this one now?
Oh, you know, hey, what is that? You know,
Nice.
because they don't know.
They don't remember the Fox body.
No, you're right.
It's just me and you.
Yeah,
That's
just
great.
the old guys.
Hey, Phil, really a pleasure. If people like what they see, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. You can see all the cars. Thanks for being on My Car Story.
Thank you very much.